Hey everyone, it's Dominique from Lunar welcome back to my channel. Today I have a reading for you all about what makes you stand out, okay? And I have three piles for you to choose from. Pile number one is marked by this amethyst crystal. Pile number two is the heart-shaped opalite. And pile number three is the rose quartz. While you're choosing, I'll let you know that I do have the OG reading for y'all today. That's going to be all about what is coming up for you in the next 30 days, okay? What you need to know and what's going to be happening for you over the next 30 days whenever you're watching, okay? That's going to be timeless. And so is the main reading. All right, all you've had enough time to choose. We're going to go ahead and get into your reading now. Hello, pile number one. If you chose this amethyst crystal, this one is for you. What makes you stand out? Let's go ahead and get into your reading. I've already prayed and shuffled over the cards as per usual. And when I was shuffling in your energy, at the bottom of the deck was the Bachelorette, okay? I think we're gonna take that as the first card because I shuffled a few times and it stayed underneath the deck, okay? Now let's get a few more to begin your reading. For those who chose Amethyst, what makes them stand out? Divine Source. We have the hot seat. Okay, what makes them stand out? You have the Deep card, Two of Wands. What makes pile number one stand out? Along with the Four of Wands, Mansion. And now the bottom of the deck is the Destiny card. Very interesting. Okay, so initially what makes you stand out is your beauty, okay? Pile number one, you're known for being very attractive and being a very big catch within your community. I'm hearing the words popular loner. Maybe it's not that you're necessarily a loner, but I think a lot more people know of you than even know you, okay? You do come up in conversation when you're not around. When you're not at a certain place, people tend to miss you. But what makes you stand out definitely is your attractiveness. I've seen that a lot of you have really great eyebrows, like beautiful facial structure, really great eyes. A lot of you have big eyes as well. The lips are standing out to me. Also, the jewelry that you tend to wear. I also am seeing that you have a unique personal style that people actually may tend to emulate, that you really don't even notice much of, but people tend to emulate you, especially if you do like post your outfits or things like that on a social media platform. Maybe like you post outfits of the day on Instagram, or whenever you do post anywhere, people just notice that you're always like well put together, well dressed. There's something about you that's very put together. Like that's what people notice when you walk into a room or when you're having conversation with them, that everything's very harmonious. Everything is like very put together. I also think that you have a demeanor where you stay very calm under pressure, okay? And that's where I'm going to transition to this next card, the hot seat. I think that you have a tendency to work really well under pressure, okay? I also think that you can be very sharp-witted, okay? Not sharp-witted to the point where you are like rude or, you know, overly blunt, things like that. Not at all. I think that you have a tendency to get to the heart of the matter very quickly when it comes to people. You're very sharp, as in you're very wise and knowledgeable. You also have a really great radar when it comes to reading people, okay? You're a great judge of character. And I think that when someone does things that are questionable, you either may point them out in a playful way and kind of like poke fun at people for being, you know, weird or having quirks that are kind of not so nice. And even when you're in the hot seat, you know how to handle yourself really well, okay? So this card has two messages. You work really well under pressure. You may stand out at a job place as well because of this, because you know how to, one, take accountability, and two, get things done when it's really important. And then also, the other message here is that you're a great judge of character, and you know how to like subtly, or even not so subtly, but still in a tactful way, call people out when they're acting out of line, okay? I feel like with you, there's really not any BS that gets through with you. People can't try you and get away with it. You'll put them in the hot seat, but you'll do it in such a graceful way that no one is going to, you know, look badly on you for calling out what you're seeing, okay? Which is really, really interesting. Alrighty, so now let's look at this Two of Wands. You have the Date card and the Four of Wands. Okay, immediately what makes you stand out is that people sense that you have a passion for life, okay? They sense that you have a plan and that you're executing on that. You have a plan for the future to make a very stable life for yourself, okay? A lot of people see you as someone with a big destiny or someone who's going to take on very big opportunities. I'm seeing you really stand out in the workplace. People could feel like you would be a great manager, you would be a great VP, you would do well to take over your boss's position. There's something about you that is like boss energy, okay? We're able to take on projects and just execute on them, okay? People are very impressed by your level of performance, especially in the workplace. I'm also getting that you perform well, quote unquote, at social functions, okay? You're very easy to have a conversation with. You're funny, you're witty, you're very interesting. People want to get to know more about you. They feel a need to like ask you out on dates or, become friends with you. You may get a lot of invites places because of these qualities that you have, okay? But people can sense that you have a natural passion for life and that you have no interest in just letting life pass you by. You want to make something substantial out of that. And I guess that's where this Destiny card comes into play. And what makes you stand out is people sense that you're serious about your life. They sense that you have a goal in mind and that you're trying to get somewhere energetically, okay? You're not just letting life pass you by. Let's go ahead and check out the energy oracle cards. What makes you stand out? What makes my pile number one stand out? Wow, we have Healer of the Ages. That's a very intense, big energy card. And what else? What makes pile number one stand out? And we have Woman Holding a Heart. Wow. Oh my goodness, underneath that is yin yang. You have this really beautiful, expansive energy. And when people get around you, you just have this tendency to uplift them. I don't know what it is about you. And yes, you can like call people out in a playful way and, you don't let BS come into your radar. But at the same time, when people are kind to you, you really just amplify that energy. You're someone who's so warm, so giving, very, very wise. People might even, maybe they wouldn't describe you this way verbatim, but the energy that I'm getting from you is like an enlightened energy, okay? As in you see things from a higher perspective, or at least you aim to. You're always trying to grow and evolve and be more mature and see things from a higher point of view. And people can really sense that energy off of you. I think you make a lot of people feel safe as well. Again, your beauty is very intense. It's very intense. At this Woman Holding a Heart, I think you tend to enchant people accidentally. Whether you wear makeup or not, I feel like your face is really beautiful. If you do wear makeup, you do it very well, and it really complements your features and gives you this like ethereal look. A lot of you look very ethereal, angelic, fairy-like. Sorry, this goes for my guys as well. I'm just saying, you guys look very like ethereal. Everyone in this pile does, I'm getting. And you have this way of just uplifting others with your energy. That's what makes you stand out, is like you're like an energy amplifier, okay? If someone comes to you with some weird energy, you're going to call it out and make it known in a tactful way. And if someone comes to you with like loving, kind, warm energy, you're going to amplify that as well. But you're also a very balanced person. Again, people notice that about you. You're very put together, you're very balanced, very demure. You're just like relaxed. I don't know. You're relaxed. Nothing really shakes you, okay? What makes you stand out? Wow, True Gem. Oh my goodness, this is such a good card. And then we have the Union card that just fell on the floor. I like to say when it falls on the floor, then it counts times 4. So, wow, I'm gonna go back to this, but let's talk about True Gem for a minute. This card is about someone who has amazing character, okay? And it's not necessarily that you don't have any flaws. It's that you've been tested and put under pressure. and your characters only become finer under pressure. You don't crack under pressure. In fact, the true purity of your characters and value is revealed under pressure. And that's why I said earlier, and this is confirmation, that you work very well under pressure. Okay, you perform very well. And people just see how amazing your character is. It really is in those tough moments. Like, you're someone, if you go out with a friend, you're going to make sure your friend gets home okay. Or if you're put in a morally sticky situation, you're always going to do the right thing, even if it's hard. You have a very strong moral compass, and that's why you stand out, okay? This is probably amongst people who know you and know your character, but even when people are first getting to know you, it's very clear that you have strong morals, strong values that you live by. Okay, next we have the Union card. I do think that you're a huge catch, okay? This is confirmation that you're a big catch. I mean, it fell on the floor, like I'm saying. It counts ×4. What makes you stand out is that people want union with you, okay? They feel like you'd be an amazing partner, a long-term partner. They see you as somebody who is spouse material, okay? Like, you're meant to be taken seriously in a relationship, and people can just tell that about you. That's what makes you stand out, is like, your wifey, your hubby, you are spouse material, okay? And not everybody is like that. Seriously, not everybody is that. So yeah, you should definitely feel good about that. Alrighty, let's move on to my white and yellow cards. What makes you stand out? What makes you stand out? Alrighty, here we go. Oh, interesting. What makes you stand out is that people like to talk about you. Again, when you're not around, like I said at the beginning of the reading, okay, so that's confirmation. People have this tendency to talk about you when you're not around. We have the subtweeting card. Tells your story, but excludes your name, possible projection or misunderstanding. Some people, they like to talk about you because they find you to be very interesting. I wouldn't really say mysterious. It didn't really give off mysterious vibes to me. I think some people tend to talk about your life because they feel like you're a little too perfect, okay? So it's not that they're trying to dig up dirt. It's almost like they're in awe of you. Yeah, they're in awe of you a little bit. I think it's one of those situations where they talk about you and all the things that you're doing, but almost like in this way where you can tell that they're a little bit jealous, but there's nothing to get on your case about. So they're not going to say anything bad. They need to be careful about what they say about you because they know people will defend you, okay? At the top of the deck now, okay, I mean, Spirit is correcting me. I guess you do come off as mysterious because we have mysterious, sexy, charming, magnetic, and erotic. And at the back of the deck here, attractive, carefree, unbothered, detached, and self-love, okay? I will take them both. See where I can put these. Yeah, you come across as very attractive to people. And I think that it's because you seem a little bit carefree. You seem a little bit in your own world. That's what makes you stand out. Like, again, your looks really make you stand out, okay? You're very, very attractive. Okay, we also have past, returning, rekindle, return to broken promises, honeymoon phase, and buyer beware. What makes you stand out? I think you may have exes that continue to talk about you, and that makes you stand out. Maybe these are the people who are subtweeting you, or the people that you kind of like leave behind in your life. They tend to talk about you because they find you to be very interesting. People from your past want to return to your life, and that's what makes you stand out, is like, oh wow, the people don't really get over pile number one. What else do we have here? I'm taking time to connect with my emotions right now. Okay, what makes you stand out is the way that you handle conflict, the way that you handle disappointment as well. You have this way of going inside and trying to treat yourself and figure out what you need instead of taking your emotions out onto other people, okay? You're very mindful. You're very considerate. Oh my goodness, you guys can tell I've been on TikTok too much. But yeah, no, you actually are very mindful though. You don't take out your emotions on other people, and that's what makes you stand out. You figure out what you need, and you're able to decompress on your own. I love that. It's giving maturity. What makes you stand out? If you guys like this reading so far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. All right, what makes you stand out is your dating life. People are always curious about if you're dating somebody new, especially if you are single. If you're in a relationship, people are very curious about your relationship, or it's the stability of your relationship that makes you stand out. Okay. People also feel like in general, you have a lot of excitement and playfulness in your life. It seems like you're always doing something interesting. I'm getting that this is the reason why your exes become interested in you as well, because you seem to move on and have a really fun life without them. Okay. We also have take mixed signals as a no. So you stand out because you require clarity in your relationships. You're not going to chase after people who are giving you a bunch of mixed signals. Okay. So you stand out that way, especially in dating. In a world full of people who will chase and try to turn someone's into a yes, you're just gonna take mixed signals as a no. Hope you guys understand what I mean when I'm saying that. Yeah, you don't allow people to let you to try to make you thirsty. Okay, this one came out in reverse. I'm trying to make you thirst for my attention. Is it working? Yeah, you just don't let people do that. You don't let people try to make you thirst for their attention. You're like, no thanks. You either want it or you don't. You also have, I'm proud of the growth you've accomplished. So yeah, it's your growth, it's your maturity. It's the kind of energy that you come around with people in. Like, you're very secure. Okay, that's what I'm getting. You guys have like a secure attachment style, or you're really worked on like being very secure. You may have a few exes that are kind of bitter about that. That you do have a secure attachment style that wants you to chase after them. Oh my God, look, I want you back, so badly, give me another chance. Yeah, but you're not into that kind of stuff. You also have, this is only a test, don't settle. So some of your exes kind of want you back, but I don't know. What makes you stand out is that you also don't return back to the past for the most part. You don't go back to people who have discarded you or situations that just don't work for you. You always keep moving forward like a shark. Okay, so people look up to you for that. They admire you. Alrighty, guys, that is what I have for you today. A little short and sweet reading. I hope that you did enjoy this one. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Become an OG today so you can watch the OG reading. It's going to be all about your next 30 days, okay? A prediction reading. Really exciting. And if you would like more from me, do check out my TikTok. I post there super often at Lunar Light Tarot. And check out my website, lunarlighttarot.com, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me. All that is in my description box. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll talk to you in the next one. Love and light. Bye. Hello, Pal 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this Opalite Heart, this one is for you. I've already prayed and shuffled over the cards, so let's go ahead and get into what makes you stand out, okay? Well, the first card that you got underneath this Final Rose Tarot deck was the Paradise card. I'm actually going to take it. All right. So the Paradise card does talk about being someone who's like very sweet, in my opinion, easy to get along with. I think that you also may have a tendency to make people a little bit nervous. I know it says Paradise, but I'm seeing the condensation on the glass here. So I think you may make people a little bit nervous, may make them sweat, but for the most part, you're very sweet, easy to get along with, chill vibes. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what else we've got for you. Okay. What makes pile number 2 stand out, Divine Source? Pile number 2. What makes them stand out? Alrighty. We've got the Next Destination card, 3 of Wands. For pile number 2, what makes them stand out? Queen of Cups. Pile number 2, what makes them stand out? 5 of Wands, competition. Very interesting. Along with, you guys are gonna laugh. At the bottom of the deck, we have keep it chill. I'm telling you, there's something about you that you're so chill, but you actually make people nervous, okay? That's what makes you stand out. Oh, I just heard that Lana Del Rey lyric. He tells me to be cool, but I'm already coolest. I tell him to go real. Don't you know who you're dealing with? That's like you guys, okay? I think you guys are like cooler than cool. Something about you is just like, I don't think you realize how cool you actually are, or how cool you come off to other people. You're very relaxed and like chill. I think you have a lot of hobbies for the most part. For someone who's definitely busy, you could like to travel as well. And I don't know, like the combination of what you do, something about you is very impressive. Okay. And I think you tend to make people nervous. You tend to make people sweat. As I was shuffling you in, I was also getting the song by Tyla, like, make me sweat, make me hotter, water, of course. So definitely makes sense. I think you guys are very naturally sexy as well. There's something about you that definitely is naturally sexy, flirty, playful as well. Not over the top though. You really don't have to do a lot to be sexy. There's something about you that just naturally is that way. And you people need water around you. I don't know what it is. Some people may tend to like giggle around you, get nervous or stutter. I'm also picking up on that. Okay. And that's what makes you stand out, because people notice that others' demeanor changes when they're around you. Say, there's a group of friends and they happen to go out and meet you. A couple of the friends in that group are acting like, giggly and they're stuttering. And then one of the other friends is like, why are they acting like that? It's the effect that you have on people. Okay. So we don't talk about Paradise card. Let's go ahead and look at this Three of Wands. What makes you stand out are your plans when it comes to life, okay? People feel like you're very ambitious, like you're kind of just like off to the next thing. And it seems like you are a little bit of a jet setter. Maybe you enjoy traveling a lot because we had this next destination. But even if it's not necessarily travel, you tend to go from like one project to another, maybe from one job to another. Maybe you tend to move a lot, switch your styles a lot. There's something about you that's always like moving and evolving and doing something new. I feel like you like fresh energy. You probably enjoy change and you look forward to new things. Maybe you're one of those people who always has something on the calendar to look forward to. What makes you stand out in people's eyes is that they feel like you're always up to something. Not in a mischievous way, but this literally, you're always doing something. People call you, you're like, wait, sorry, I'm out of the country right now. I'm out of the state. They're like, wait, what? What are you doing? What are you up to? Hey, sorry, I'm like working on this project. I just started crocheting, or hey, I'm on a jet ski. Something totally random. Like you're always just into something different. I feel like I'm getting for some of you, you could like hiking. Some of you could have recently adopted a new animal, or you're thinking about getting a new animal. Some of you could have just changed your hair. You could have just traveled either outside your state or outside like the country, or even like you're planning a road trip or you're planning an international trip. There's something about you that just likes movement, okay? You're a little bit restless. That's what makes you stand out. You just enjoy traveling. You trying new things as well. That's what makes you stand out. You also have the Queen of Cups, which is the caregiver. What makes you stand out is your kindness. You're someone who's just you're very sweet, very chill, easy to get along with. And I feel like you have a really, really big heart that you tend to give to the people that you love, okay? You could be someone who's very family oriented, very friend oriented. I feel like you're not necessarily someone who gives, like over gives. Maybe you had a tendency to do that in the past, but you've kind of corrected that a little bit and are able to give more to yourself. Now I feel like you give more from overflow. You're able to take care of yourself and then give to others. But you're a very loving friend, a very kind person. Some of you could be parents. And what I'm picking up on is that what stands out about you in terms of parenthood is that you're a very loving parent. Like people can tell you love your child with all your heart. That there's no doubt. Like you take care of that kid and you always talk about them and you really enjoy them. I'm definitely sensing some parents in this pile, and wow, the love you have for your child, it is so like people just can tell, it's palpable. It is so beautiful. People really enjoy that bond, and it really stands out. People see you as a great parent. And then for those of you who are not, I feel like some of you may have fur babies. Some of you may have fur babies as well, your pets, and you really care for your pets. You spoil your pets, you spoil your children, you spoil your friends. Like you're just someone who's so giving and so loving. And you make sure to, give this energy to yourself too. But I feel like you're just very naturally giving. Some of you could be fantastic chefs. as well. You could be a really good cook. I know not everybody's going to, be that way. Some of you guys make really great drinks. Okay. I'm definitely sensing some bartenders in this pile. If you're a bartender, what stands out is that you're a really great one. You could be like a mixologist or something because you're that good. Some of you are just more like hobbyists in bartending or in cooking, and the food or the drinks that you make are really good. Okay. Now we also have the Five of Wands here, competition. What makes you stand out is that when you go out, people tend to compete for you. Okay, I'm really sensing that. I think you have multiple suitors. I think if you're dating right now, you tend to have multiple options at once who are like vying for your attention. Okay, and not to say that you have a steady roster. Some of you may have that, but especially if you go out, there are multiple people who are interested in you, who are looking at you, who want to talk to you. It may not be that they always approach every single time you go out, but I'm getting that for a lot of you, people do tend to approach you and talk to you in public spaces, ask for your number, want to hang out with you, things like that. Okay. You're highly sought after is what I'm getting. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and move on to the energy oracle. What makes you stand out for pile number 2? What makes pile number 2 stand out, Divine Source? Okay, thank you so much. We're going to take these upright. We have cornucopia and the goddess of the moon. Wow, nothing to sneeze at here, okay? That is for sure. Underneath the deck, you also have the door to value. I'm going to touch on this quickly. What makes you stand out? You look like someone who has a lot of money. Frankly, you look like someone who, not necessarily that you wear designer clothing or that everything you wear, it looks super expensive, but you look very well put together. Like when you wear a piece, it's like an ensemble. Like even if you're wearing things that are actually cheap, the fabrics are nice. They look very well put together. You may have a more like classic dressing style. I'm not really seeing things that are like super eccentric or definitely individualistic, but not necessarily eccentric. I think you may have a more classic style that really works for you. Some of you may enjoy that old money aesthetic as well. Some of you may enjoy a more modest dress as well. It doesn't have to be, but some of you may enjoy dressing more modestly. You have like this classic timeless, there we go, a timeless look to you that's very elegant and beautiful, okay? Doesn't mean that you have to, be covered up from head to toe. It's just like the pieces that you wear they could fit into, any style period, okay? They're not really micro trends. You don't really feed into trends. You just like classic pieces. I'm also getting, okay, with this cornucopia, what makes you stand out is you seem like you have a lot of abundance in your life, okay? Seems like your life is alive with joy and with excitement, okay? A lot of fresh energy. And again, this kind of goes back to what we were talking about with, it seems like you have lots of hobbies and you're always traveling somewhere new or trying something different. Some of you guys could like to just, pick up random classes to try. I'm seeing some of you could be into dance classes, into workout classes. I'm specifically seeing something about like pole dancing, aerial yoga, kickboxing classes, any kind of martial arts classes. Like you guys just have very interesting social schedule is what I'm getting. Some of you could be part of running groups or walking groups, or I'm now listing a bunch of stuff, but you know what I'm trying to say. You have groups and hobbies and activities that really just enrich your life, okay? A lot of things that are separate from dating that enrich your life. That's what makes you stand out, is that you have a very rich personal life, okay? And you may also look, quite wealthy. You may look that way as well. You also have the goddess of the moon. What makes you stand out, yes, it's your looks. You do look somewhat like a goddess, but or a god, for my guys out there. But what I'm really getting is that it's your energy, okay? And you really glow from the inside out. You have this way about you where you just shine and kind of sparkle. A lot of you guys have like a really healthy glow to your skin, okay? Really healthy hair and nails. You have like a really natural beauty. And your energy is it can be kind of intense to people. Like we talked about in the beginning, how you can make people kind of sweat, but you just do it naturally. I think it is because you have this God, divine energy about you. There's something about you that is a little bit magical, in the same way that you may look at someone in awe because they're able to like travel the world and do certain kind of dreams. I think people tend to look up to you because of the things you've been able to achieve in your life. Like if you've gone on international trips, or even just a trip recently, or like I said, if you adopted a new fur baby, or you moved into a new place, these are the things that people look at you and are like, wow, that person's really making it in life. They're really doing the things that they want to do. Because the thing about you when it comes to achievement, that makes you stand out, okay? It's almost like you're able to push beyond obstacles that others feel like would be too big for them, and do the things you really want to do in life, okay? And prioritize your bucket list, prioritize your goals. Yeah, that's what makes you stand out. People really like that about you. They like that you go for what you really want in life, okay? What makes them stand out? Oh, wow. We have the Destiny card. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, something about you is kind of intense. What makes them stand out? Okay, children. Aw, this is so cute. Along with spiritual growth. Yeah, I mean, it's evident to people that you're blossoming. That's what makes you stand out. It's like you're growing so rapidly, especially to the people who have known you for a long time, okay? Now, with the Destiny card, what makes you stand out, again, it's just this energy that you have, this energy where you kind of remind people that anything is possible, that if you put your mind to something, you can really achieve it. I think that when you say you're going to do something, you genuinely do it. You genuinely take steps and make it happen. And that's what stands out to people, is that you actually do the things you say you're going to do, okay? And that really impresses them. It impresses them because it reminds them of what's possible for their own life as well. People feel like you have a big destiny also, because your energy is so, it is kind of intense. I think at first you get people kind of giggly and nervous, but it's because they can sense that you're like an important person. I think your energy like holds weight spiritually, okay? Because you've done so much growth and people can sense that about you. That's where that inner glow comes from, is that inner growth that you've done, okay? What also stands out about you with the children card, I'm getting two messages. One is similar to what we talked about before, where if you have any children or if you have any fur babies, people can tell that you're an amazing parent. You take care of them, you spoil them. They love that about you. But what else makes you stand out is that you still have this childlike wonder when it comes to life. You're still in awe of life. You still have that, that wonder when it comes to life. You haven't lost it. You haven't lost that sparkle in your eye and that joy for being here, and just the monotony of life. People really love that about you. They love that you find ways to make your life special. Okay, that's what makes you stand out. All right, we're going to wrap this up now with my white and yellow cards. Let's go ahead and see. Da-da-da-da. And if you like this reading so far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Okay, as I just shuffled, I can't help but take this. We do have the Master Manifestor card, Genie in a Bottle. Yeah, this is more of the kind of energy that you have, this Genie in a Bottle energy, this I can do anything I put my mind to. I have the Midas touch. If I want it, I can achieve it kind of energy. That's what makes you stand out. You really inspire people. I mean, I'm feeling inspired just by reading your energy right now. It's awesome. You are awesome. Okay, what makes you stand out? Oh my goodness, guys. We have Glamour Magic, Impossibly Hot, Glow Up After Glow Up. And right underneath that, we have Casanova, Easily Attracts Attention, Main Character. Wow. You guys are so hot. Very, very attractive. I think you're almost always glowing up. Something about you, just like you always having glow ups. Always getting more attractive. And yes, you do inspire competition within other people because you easily attract attention. Like a lot of people like you. A lot of people want you, especially on a night out. Okay. Yeah, look at this. We have my friend wants you too, popping up at the top of the deck. What makes you stand out is that you're highly desirable. Okay. You're highly desirable. Alrighty. What makes you stand out is that you're always being blessed. That's what it feels like to other people. You're always being blessed unexpectedly. This one says blessing unexpected, sudden luck, great news. It feels like you're always having great news. Good things are always happening for you. Lots of abundance surrounding your life. And maybe you just don't share the difficult things that you go through, but that's how people perceive you, is that you always have a ton of great things going on. You also have, I admire your work ethic. You're someone who works very hard as well. So that's what makes you stand out. I'm hearing work hard, play hard. Now we have popping out seductive, siren, natural flirt. Oh my God. I'm telling you, you guys don't even know that you make people sweat like this. You don't even know. Okay. What else do we have here? I'm still hung up on my ex. What makes you stand out? Okay, this came up in reverse because it came out like this. I'm getting that you move on from people very quickly. I have to take it in reverse. Like, you move on from people very, very quickly. If anything, I feel like people get hung up on you, but you move on from people very quickly. And that's what makes you stand out. Yep, you just have this tendency to detach easily. What else? What else makes my pal number 2 stand out? Whoa, nothing came out. Sometimes it's hard to shuffle these index cards. Okay, what makes them stand out? Alrighty. New opportunities coming in soon. What did I just say? Oh my gosh. Yes, you guys are always getting blessed with new opportunities, or you're grabbing opportunities, okay? That's what makes you stand out. You just make things happen for yourself. I want to get to know more about you. Yeah, people are just curious about you. You also have at the bottom of the deck, did you put a spell on me? I'm telling you, you're just that person who can really enchant people. I think you don't mean to, is definitely an accident, but you do enchant people. All right, that is what I have for y'all today. I hope that you did enjoy this reading. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can become an OG and watch the OG reading. It's going to be all about your next 30 days, okay? And a prediction reading. So if you're interested, do check that out. It's the last timestamp. And if you would like more content from me, check out my TikTok channel under the same handle, Lunar Light Tarot, and check out my website, lunarlighttarot.com, to book a private reading with me. I would love to talk to you one-on-one. All right, thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll talk to you in the next one. Love and light. Bye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this rose quartz crystal, this one is for you. I've already prayed and shuffled over all of the cards, so you're ready to find out what makes you stand out, okay? Now, as I was shuffling in your energy to the final rose tarot deck, I did get the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna go ahead and take that, and we're gonna start here. So what makes you stand out is that you are truly the full package, okay? And I'm not just saying that. With the 9 of Pentacles, this is someone who is independent. They have a lot going for themselves. They've built up their life a lot, and now they have a lot to show for it, okay? In this deck, it's called the Influencer. What makes you stand out, I'm getting, is your pictures online, especially. It's your beauty. I feel like a lot of you guys may have been told, like, oh, wow, you're so attractive. You could be an influencer. You could be a fitness influencer. You could be a beauty influencer. You could be everyone these days is being a content creator, which I love because, here I am being a content creator. What makes you stand out is, oh my goodness, you just have this allure to you. You have this natural shine and allure that is very captivating to people. You know what it is? You have a natural celebrity energy, okay? People want to know about you, even if you're not like known in your city. Like when you walk into a room or you meet people for the first time, they find themselves very captivated with you. They want to follow you after that. They want to, check in on your life. They want to know what you're up to. I'm hearing people from your high school or your college or, old classmates, they still follow you online. They still check in on what you're up to because you just have a very Something about you is very interesting. Something about you is like celebrity-like, where they want to know more about you. So let's go ahead and find out more now. What makes my pile number 3 stand out, Divine Source? Pile number 3. Okay, we have the Page of Cups, the Daydreamer. What makes pile number 3 stand out? Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles, Insecure. What makes pile number 3 stand out? Oh, wow. And the 10 of Cups. Whoa. Along with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Lots of Cups energy here. This is interesting. Some of you guys could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You don't have to be. We also have some Earth signs here. Who is that? Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, I believe. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and talk about this Page of Cups now. All right, what makes you stand out is that you have really big dreams for your life, okay, the dreamer. Sometimes you may be a little bit of a daydreamer, and I think that you have this dreamy energy about you in general, okay? There's something about you that is a little bit flawless, like a filter, okay? Almost like you're being seen in a dream. I'm getting kind of like some mental images as I'm talking about you right now. And is that you come off to people like a little bit too good to be true. Okay. And that's why we have partly this daydreamer energy. Yes, you are dreamy. Yes, you like to daydream and things like that. And it is what makes you stand out, because you seem like you're in your own world a little bit. But there's also this energy around you that's almost like this filter or fog that makes it really hard for people to see your flaws. Okay. I think people may have this tendency to, sounds a little crazy, but to forget that you are like a full human with human emotions and troubles and difficulties. And they kind of just see you as someone who's like very attractive and you got a lot of great things going on for you and your life is a little bit perfect. And there's almost like this fog around you that hides your imperfections. You can be also really good at creating an online persona. For those of you who are more involved in social media, where your life looks like a really beautiful highlight reel of, what's going on for you. I think that's what tends to make you stand out, is that you have this dreamy aspect. You kind of have a very aspirational looking life, okay? That's what makes you stand out. Your life is very aspirational. I think a lot of people tend to wish a little bit that their life could be like or look like yours, or they could get attention like you do, or get the kind of response from people that you do, especially if you are respected and well liked in your community. That goes a really far way. I think you also have a tendency to accidentally make people feel insecure. Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles Insecure card. Yeah, what makes you stand out is that I'm sorry, not to stutter. I don't mean to stutter. I think that you actually make people nervous as well, because I was definitely flowing before this, but I think you make people a little bit nervous. They're almost afraid to say the wrong thing in front of you because you seem very knowledgeable, very put together. Not that you're going to judge them, but people want to make a good impression on you. Okay, you tend to make people nervous. You make them question themselves, make them a little bit insecure. I think that's what makes you stand out, is that other people, they don't have the same impact as you do. Okay, someone who is well spoken, they could talk to 5 people in a room and have no problem. They get to you, they're stuttering, they're nervous, they all of a sudden are self-conscious, and they're like, oh my God, I want to make sure I say the right thing in front of pile number 3. Like, what if they don't think I'm smart? What if they don't think that I'm this or I'm that? Okay, people tend to get insecure around you. I also do think that your looks tend to make people insecure. I think that you have an aesthetic that could very easily be translated to like an online baddie. A baddie, or like an influencer, or it doesn't necessarily have to be like a classic Instagram baddie. I'm not really saying that, but you're someone whose personal style could be emulated if you were to share it online. You know what I mean? People would look at your outfit of the days. They would be curious about what kind of jewelry that you're wearing, what kind of shoes that you're wearing. Some of you could have a more street style look, and most picking up on that. Some of you could have a more like girly look, or a combination of those. yeah, but something about you, it's like you're very copyable, okay? People may tend to copy you, or they would like to copy you or your looks because of, because you're just very attractive. Okay, what else do we have here? We also have the Ten of Cups. I'm telling you, there is like this too good to be true perfect thing about your life, which I feel like you're watching this and you're like, Lunar, like this is not my life. Like my life is not too good to be true. I have hardships, I have struggles, but I'm telling you that fog is real. People look at you and they don't see that. They almost feel like you have a filter over your entire life. Even when they meet up with you in person, you just seem like something about you is very perfect. Very, very perfect, okay? That's what makes you stand out. You're very kind, you're very giving, you have a nice personality, you're beautiful, you're accomplished, you got your life put together, you're very dreamy, you have like, almost like I'm dreaming when I'm talking to you because you're so personable and relaxed and you put me at ease, but also I want to make sure I'm saying things right that don't make you like question what I've got going on. And yeah, I think you tend to make people really nervous because they just feel like you have the whole package. Okay. Ten of Cups. They just feel like your life is nothing but, peaches and cream, sparkles and diamonds. Like they just feel like you got it like that. I don't know. That's what makes you stand out, is that you seem a little bit perfect. I don't think I've ever gotten a reading that's quite like this. This is really interesting, guys. Yeah, I think people tend to like kind of fantasize about you a little bit and like the energy that you bring to the table. It's very intense. All right, let's continue on. Let's look at this energy oracle deck, okay? What makes them stand out, Divine Source? For pile number 3, what makes my pile number 3 people stand out? Wow, we have the Victory card. Yep. What makes pile number 3 stand out? Angel of Balance. All right, I like it. We also have the Angel of Love that did flip over. On the bottom of the deck is Door to Value. You just got a lot of things going on. Wow, Door to Personal Healing and Happiness right underneath that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you guys have a lot to offer, okay? What makes you stand out is that you're very multifaceted. You're very balanced. You've made a lot of achievements. You look like somebody who has nowhere but up to go. You seem very happy, peaceful, content with your life, and you're super loving, just like a kind person. There's not a lot of people can complain about you. Like they really can't find a flaw with you. I think for some people that it hasn't made them insecure. I don't think people tend to get jealous of you very much though, because what I'm sensing here is that they feel like you've earned this appeal. They feel like you've earned the allure that you have. They can't be mad at it. Okay. What makes you stand out are the achievements that you have in life. Okay. You may have a job or be pursuing a degree that people feel like is very prestigious. That makes you seem, very smart and intelligent. You may have a life story that is just really incredible, that you've beat in certain odds and you come out on top. Something about you is just very victorious, okay? And it seems like you've done this. They know you put an effort, but the way that you talk about it, you make your story seem peaceful. Like all of this effort was no big deal for you. Like it just comes naturally to you to be a hard worker and to have your life put together and to overcome obstacles. It's just natural for you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, something about you was like you're just effortlessly cool, okay? We also have the Angel of Balance. So you're very balanced, very kind. Like you don't come off as too much or too little, okay? I think with some people, this energy, if you weren't the way that you are, it could rub people the wrong way, how well you're doing in life. But just the way that you maybe explain your life story, the way that you come off to people, you're quite humble, but you're not self-deprecating, okay? You understand that you've achieved things, but you don't rub it in people's faces. So you just have this way of sitting right in the middle that is just very, very appealing to people, okay? I think that if you did choose to become an influencer, or if you are have a social media platform of any kind, you would do really, really well, because your personality is very appealing, very appealing. This is the kind of person who's very self-aware. They understand how they come off to others. And it's not that you're being fake, it's just that you have mastered the art of how to communicate with others and gain friends and allies, okay? Because, you know, life is better in community. It's not for any ulterior motive other than that life is better in community. And yeah, people love that about you. They really, really do. They feel like you're just so balanced. You have so much going on that is really wonderful for you. People feel like you deserve it. You really do. What else do we have here? What makes them stand out? Soulmate. Oh my goodness. Pile number 3. My goodness, this is intense. Okay, we have the children card as well, along with money at the bottom of the deck. Okay. What makes you stand out is that people tend to think that you could be a soulmate of theirs. Okay. It's because you get along with people very well. You're very personable, very kind. It's your demeanor around other people that makes you stand out, okay? People could feel like, you know, you could be their best friend, you could be their partner, you know, people want you around in their life, they feel like they have a connection with you, and it's because you're able to form connections with almost anybody. You guys have a chemistry with a brick wall. It's crazy. Like, seriously, you can have a chemistry with a slug. Like, it's the way that you are so personable and also just very dreamy and kind of ethereal. That's been a theme throughout this reading too, but you guys have it the most intense, okay? People just have an array of reactions to you too with the children card. I mean, like this one child in the corner is really standing out to me. You just leave people in awe. But also with the children card, what makes you stand out is that you still have this childlike wonder when it comes to life. That goes back to that dreamy energy. You kind of have this view like anything could be possible. Life is long. You never know what could happen. Like great things are just around the corner. I think you have positive expectations when it comes to your life, and it leaves you with this like youthful vibe. Okay. You could have a child, and that could make you stand out as well as like a great parent too. But I think for the most part, you have a youthful vibe to you. And also, you're also very hip. I think that as trends kind of come and go, you tend to keep up with trends. Not necessarily, you don't necessarily have to buy into all the trends, but you know what's going on. Like you're very current, okay? And I'm also getting that you look younger than your age. People tend to think that you're younger than you are. Okay. I also have the money card. So yeah, what makes you stand out is that you look like you have money, you look like you're well put together. I'm seeing, you know, nice jewelry, you know, modern phone. Some of you may have like, some of you may be engaged and have a really nice engagement ring. I mean, going back to that ring there, I'm getting a lot of you, like you tend to maybe do your hair in a salon, or if you do it yourself, it looks like it was done in the salon. Like you're just, something about you, like you look like you have money. Okay. What else have we got here? We're gonna wrap things up with my white and yellow cards. And if you enjoyed this reading so far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Alrighty. What makes my pile number 3 people stand out, Divine Source? Okay, we have sexy hands. Period. I'm gonna take this spiritual, hippie, and relaxed card underneath this. I do feel like this is part of how you come off. Relaxed, you know, enjoyable, very personable, a little bit of a spiritual vibe. Oh, interesting. We have past, returning, rekindle, return to broken promises, honeymoon phase, and buyer beware. What makes you stand out is that people from your past, they do tend to keep up with you. I think we mentioned that earlier, so that's confirmation. People from your past, they tend to watch your social media, be interested in you, maybe want to even come back into your life. I think for the most part, people from your past do tend to leave you alone, but they do watch you, okay? They do tend to watch you. What else do we have here? I find your presence soothing. Oh, again, like, Yeah, again, you do make people nervous, but it's almost after you've welcomed them in and made them feel special. You have a tendency to naturally make people feel special. And then once that happens, then they start to get nervous, okay? But at first, it's like you're like a breath of fresh air. Underneath that was fairy tale romance, Cinderella, dreams come true. Some of you could be in a relationship and that makes you stand out because your relationship is very healthy and people love your relationship for you. They feel like you have just a really wonderful relationship. Other than that, you stand out because people feel like you deserve a fairy tale romance. Like you're the kind of person who would get the flowers every week, who would get, the beautiful dates and just a really loving, considerate, caring partner. You're the kind of person that people want commitment with. Okay. I want commitment with you did come out. What else do we have here? What makes you stand out? What makes my pile number 3 stand out? What makes my pile number 3 stand out? Divine Source. Oh, this is so sweet. We have you're my best friend. Oh, I'm telling you, but people, they want to be close to you. Like they do not just want to be your friend. They want to be your best friend. They don't just want to date you. They want you to be like their spouse one day. Like something about you, people they want it all. They want it all with you, honey. You also have your personality is so appealing. And I'm committed to making this work. So yeah, what makes you stand out is that people want to be in your life long term when they get to know you. Okay. Yeah. They just like want to hold on to you. I'm having dreams about you. That's intense. You tend to linger on people's minds to the point where they have dreams about you. And I have serious feelings for you. Oh my God, I'm telling you, this is like very intense. Yeah, we have, yes, this person is your soulmate. Oh my goodness. Now, this is just confirmation that people tend to think that about you. People tend to think that you are their soulmate because of the very personable energy that you have, okay? You just tend to get along with people really easily, make people feel special. Then in turn, it makes them nervous and they just feel like you're so accomplished and effortlessly cool. And wow, pile number 3, like, can we be friends? Like, oh my goodness. Pile number 3 is popping right now. I'm having a hard time even explaining how you stand out because it's actually so intense. Like, just know wherever you go, you have a hold on people. Okay. Something about you just seems very perfect to them. And you're very admired. You're very admired and very few people are really jealous of you because they just feel like you deserve it. Okay. They have nothing to nitpick at. You really deserve it. Alrighty, pile number 3. I hope that you just enjoyed this reading. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Become an OG today so you can watch the OG reading. It's going to be all about your next 30 days that's coming up just a few seconds after this section finishes. Now, if you want more content from me, do check out my TikTok channel, Lunar Light Tarot, the same handle. And check out my website, lunarlighttarot.com, to book a personal reading with me. I would love to talk to you one-on-one. All right. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll talk to you in the next one. Love and light. Bye. Hello there to my OG who stayed to the very end of the reading. Thank you so much for being subscribed and watching the main reading today. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and get into the OG reading all about your next 30 days. Okay. I don't often do prediction readings, so this should be really fun and really special. Definitely excited. Let's go ahead and see what we got for you. Okay. This of course is timeless. So we're going to be seeing for whenever you're watching what's going to be happening during the next 30 days. Okay. For my OGs, Divine Source, what's going to be happening for them over the next 30 days? Okay. 3 of Cups. What's going to be happening for them? We have the Queen of Roses, as in the Queen of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. What's going to be happening for them over the next 30 days? The next 30 days. Okay. I'm seeing the Magician pop up here as well. Okay, interesting. Now we have the End at the bottom of the deck. You guys are probably just coming out of an ending or the end of a cycle, okay? Some of you guys may have been through some kind of disappointment recently or just a big change, or you're ready to make some sort of a big change. Over the next 30 days, you're going to have a lot of positive experiences. This is looking very, very positive to me, okay? Some of you guys could be making a new friend, or you're strengthening friendships, or you're having a renewal in a friendship. Maybe there was some like strife and you guys are having a reconciliation, okay? So either a new friend, strengthening friendships, or a reconciliation in a friendship. I'm also seeing that you're probably going to be going out with your friends more often. So going out, having fun, seeing like date trips, farmers markets, brunch, going out drinking and stuff like that, okay? Anything like that. Or even just, sleepovers. I don't have to list it out. You guys know what you'd like to do with your friends. Anyway, we have the Queen of Wands as well. I'm seeing that you guys will be going through a medium glow up, small to medium glow up. Something about you is glowing up, okay? And maybe it is an aspect of yourself you've been wanting to improve for a while now. If you've been going to the gym, I'm seeing that you're going to be noticing results over the next 30 days. If you've been focusing on a certain aspect of your looks, like your hair or your makeup skills, or certain aspects of your body, you're going to be noticing improvements over the next 30 days, okay? So your confidence is going to be improving. You're going to be feeling, more attractive, okay? Also, I'm seeing closeness in your relationships over the next 30 days and feeling like people want to interact with you for the right reasons. This is such a good card to get for the right reasons card, okay? With the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like you have maybe experienced some disappointments in your relationships as of recent. And you're going to be feeling like you're connecting with people who really want to be around you for genuine reasons, who want to be around you because they care about you and they want to either build a connection or deepen a connection. So feeling safer in your relationships, like you're really enjoying them. And a lot of these are actually manifestations that you've been bringing in, that you've asked for previously, that are now coming about, okay? I'm also seeing that you may have needed to leave behind a situation or a certain person or even group of people the way this new energy can come in and greet you, okay? Let's see what else that we have. It feels like you guys have been almost like tested or gone through some kind of trial over this past few months, and now you have some rewards starting to come in for you. There's more I'm sensing as well. This is just kind of the beginning. Let's continue on, okay? What's going to be happening for them over the next 30 days, my OGs? What is happening for my OGs over the next 30 days? Okay, so we have the Deceit card coming out in reverse. What's happening for them over the next 30 days? And hostilities also in reverse. Wow. Okay, this is really, really interesting, especially because when I was shuffling in your energy, I had my white and yellow deck, and I also got deceptive, selfish, sneaky, attractive, and magnetic in reverse. Now we have deceit and deceptive in reverse. Anyone who has been giving you weird vibes, sneaky vibes, kind of deceptive vibes, or has been causing strife or difficulty in your life is going to be dissipating. Okay, I'm feeling with some of you, this could actually be a work situation. Someone who's been causing trouble at work, or difficult coworkers, they might end up getting moved to a different team. You might end up being, moved to a different team. You guys are going to be separated, or that person might end up getting the axe. It all depends on you guys' different situations. But there is some hostilities that are draining from your life. And if you had a friend where you guys were kind of falling out, that may either finish and you guys will separate, or you can have a resurgence and reconcile with that friend. Okay. I feel like for most of you, it's going to be a reconciliation. You may realize that someone doesn't have your best interest at heart. And instead of trying to go back and forth with them, you decide to let them go. Okay, that could also happen. But there's almost a realization of who in your life is not looking out for your best interest. And there may need to be a shift, okay? Either that already happened and the energy is kind of leaving and you're coming to a more stable place where now there's no more deception in your life, or you're realizing who kind of has this deceptive, sneaky energy and taking action from there, okay? Everyone's on different timelines. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what's happening over the next 30 days. Okay, gossip. Yeah, I'm seeing debriefing after that deceptive situation, talking about it. Either talking about a reconciliation or talking about someone who you realize does not have your best interest at heart. We also have long distance. So I feel like you guys could be separating from someone who you felt like was being sneaky. This could also be a romantic option because we have a young male here. Someone that you're talking to right now. You might decide to go cold on someone that you're talking to because they come off kind of sneaky. You know what I mean? They're not really giving you clear vibes, and you end up talking about that with your friends, okay? Debriefing like, girl, let me tell you this story. Let me tell you what happened with Paul. Let me tell you what happened with Jason, with Bryant. I don't know why I'm getting those names, but with Samantha. If I said your person's name, there you go. I'm just saying. But yeah. If there's any sneaky vibes of the person that you're seeing, you're probably going to be dropping them and talking about it with your friends. Or, again, someone kind of reveals themselves to not be so great for you. You let them go, you talk about it. They may not be romantic. Or you have a resurgence with someone and you talk about that as well. So whatever the situation is, in this next 30 days, you're still talking about it. But you're feeling distant from the drama now, though. You're going to be enjoying that. You're like, let me get back to my peace. I'm away from these like rocky waters, okay? What's happening over the next 30 days for my OGs? What's happening for them over the next 30 days? Okay, we have popular loner, past peeps lurking, local celeb, and pop and socials. So if you guys have public social medias, you can have a surge in noticeability over the next 30 days, where people tend to like really look at your photos. Oh, especially this deceptive came out back again. Especially this person who did kind of maybe do you dirty, or you're separating from, or you had issues with, again, whether it be a friend or a lover, they may find your social media or still be watching your social media over the next 30 days. Okay, so just know that. But yeah, your past peeps will be lurking on your social media. They'll be watching you. Yeah, people are most definitely watching your social media over the next 30 days. What's going to be happening for them over the next 30 days? People can find themselves gossiping about you as well. We also have, you can do better than me. Ooh, so you're proving to someone that you can do better than them, that you don't have to take their BS. Okay, very interesting. We have your personality is so appealing and you're my best friend. So I'm getting strengthening connections, strengthening friendships, maybe going on some kind of adventure or travel with one of your friends. Okay, doesn't have to be a huge travel. It could just be like to, a spot you guys never been before, a different coffee shop you never been before. But it's a little bit of an adventure. You're just enjoying your time with your friends as well. I'm hearing happy single friendship time. What else do we have here? Yeah, you're going to be taking time away from dating, especially if this person who is deceptive is someone that you were dating. Okay. Now, if it's not someone that you were dating, it's someone that you were friends with, you're going to be distancing from that person in the same way. You're going to be taking some time to heal, because we have, it's not personal, I need time to heal. So there's not too much of a hermit energy. There's more like you're distancing yourself from these choppy waters and returning to people who are going to support you and talking about what you went through with that person. Now, either you already went through it and your life is much more peaceful now and you're still kind of talking about it over these next 30 days, or it's happening over this next 30 days and you're talking about it. I'm not giving up on us. Interesting. This person who you're kind of separating from could still be trying to come towards you, hence the gossip, but there could be a little bit of back and forth there. Even if they take some time to not speak to you, they might actually come back. Interesting. I hope that makes sense. Like if you had a falling out with a friend, they might later on say something to you about that after you guys don't talk for a little bit. Or if you have a falling out with like a potential lover, they may end up saying something to you, hoping that you would reply again, that kind of thing. Okay. Over the next 30 days, your success is going to be intimidating people a little bit. They're just realizing kind of how well you're doing in life. Over the next 30 days, you may ghost someone. You may ghost someone or stop communication with someone. It says, I think ghosting is best for the both of us right now, and I need to explore all my possibilities right now. You guys are really waiting for this seems like it's in regards to romance, because you're waiting for a real fairy tale romance. You're waiting for a dream to come true, and you're not going to stay with someone who you feel like is like selfish. you're just not going to. You know you can do better. Yeah, someone, oh my God, someone that you're probably dating knows they're being deceptive, and you're going to be separating from them because you're just not into that. You also have I love your body. You love your body, stunning physique. So yeah, you guys probably seeing improvements in your body or in your looks over the next 30 days as well. And again, friendships are getting stronger. I'm seeing that too. Friendships are definitely getting stronger. All right, guys, that is what I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I had so much fun with you. Thank you so much for being subscribed to my channel, for being an OG. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I think that's all that I have for today. But yeah, if you guys want to ever book a personal reading with me, I would love to have you go ahead and check out my website, lunarlighttarot.com. Links in the description. And if you're ever feeling called to, is never expected, but it is always appreciated. If you guys are ever feeling called to, you can definitely donate as well by using super thanks. Again, never expected, but always really appreciated. Some people have been doing that lately, and it's honestly been like taking me aback, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a feature. Thank you guys so much. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed today's reading. I'll talk to you in the next one. Love and light. Bye.